Recording live from Nappa's memorial service, it's the Dragon Ball Z podcast with your hosts, Devin and Drew.
And now, if you'll please join us, we're going to have a moment of silence for the late, great Nappa. So, it's a sad day.
So sad.
It's sad. Do you have any corrections?
No corrections. Any? How about you?
No, I don't.
Got any new current events? New fighters news?
Current event. No fighters news. It's still broken.
Broken as fuck.
There's the Rainbow Six thing.
Yeah, Rainbow Six. They got tired of waiting for fighters to fix their game, so they're like, all right, we'll just throw the fucking Saiyans in our game.
Yeah.
Got some Space Pod action. Space Pod DLC.
So I guess that's interesting.
I remember we were talking about it earlier that that Arby's ad they put out. Shout out to whoever's running Arby's social media account.
With
That
the
shit was
Nappa.
hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, not Nappa, with Yamcha. Yes.
Yeah, they put out a Yamcha ad. What did it? Do you remember what it said? It was like,
I think it says something about they're resting, waiting for fighters to come out or something.
oh, that's probably what it said on Twitter. On Facebook, I'm talking about like on the actual GIF.
I don't remember.
I forget, but it was just pretty much pictures of dead Yamcha over their food. It was pretty hilarious.
Yeah,
But
it was good.
The best part about that was all the comments it brought out, though. I'm sure I don't know. I'm sure they weren't very original, but I had never heard a lot of them. Like someone put, I tried to use Yamcha as my password, and it was too weak, even with a special character and a number. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
That's a good one.
And then another person posted, I don't know who this Yamcha is, but it just looks disappointing.
Isn't that a... Oh, that's a quote from...
Is that from like 4-Star or something?
Yeah, from Abridged. I think it's... I don't remember who says that. Cell
That's
or
funny.
Freezer or somebody. Like, I don't know what this Yamcha is, but it sounds disappointing.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. I never
Yeah.
watched The Bridge, but
Yeah. Well...
yeah, man, I'm ready. Let's get started.
All right, Dragon Ball Z episode 29 aired December 6, 1989 in Japan and April 26, 1997 in the US. And we pick up where we left off in the last episode. Nappa is on the ground in paralyzing pain as a result of a Goku body shot. Nappa says, I was the commander-in-chief of the whole Saiyan army. You're nothing compared to me.
Yeah,
I was a Navy SEAL.
Nappa the Body Ventura.
Nappa the Body Ventura.
There's no dialogue in the subs from Nappa.
Oh, no?
No, or at least not a whole lot. Like, there's a few words here and there in this intro sequence. But when Goku hits him in the beginning, he kind of continues where we left off in the last episode. Remember when Goku hits Nappa the first time? He says this was for Chiaotzu.
Yeah.
Well, when he hits him at the beginning of this episode, he says, this one's for Yamcha.
Yeah, he says that in the dub.
Yeah, he does. And that's what I'm going to get to that too. Every time he says someone's name, it's different in the subs. Like, it's like out of order.
I wonder. Okay, we'll get to that.
But it's weird. He doesn't say a name on the first one, though, but really in the subs, he says, this is for Yamcha and on the first hit.
Interesting. We'll get to that.
Which means somebody gets left out on the dub.
Goku just stares at Nappa. Nappa tries to attack Goku, but Goku is too fast. Nappa can't land anything. Goku lands a hit of his own. Nappa goes down. Nappa is angry. Nappa then takes to the air. Krillin notes that Nappa is no problem for Goku. Nappa says, "I'm through with you, Kakarot." Nappa fires an energy blast right at Goku, and Goku decides to take the blast head on, allowing it to hit him. When the smoke clears, Goku is unharmed. Nappa
I was just going to say, when that happens, I thought it was interesting that Vegeta in the subs, he says that Goku diffused it with a Kai shout. And I wasn't sure if I ever heard that term before so far. But he was like kind of surprised at this, that he was able to diffuse it with a Kai shout. Have you ever heard about this? I should have Googled it before.
I'm looking right now. I don't see anything.
It's spelled Kiai.
No, I don't see anything.
Huh. Yeah, I assume it's
Weird.
like just like it just your general like just diffusing it with this energy, and like we all know that they gain energy by screaming, so
Yeah.
sure it just correlates.
Yeah. Nappa and Vegeta are stunned at what they see. As Nappa prepares to fire another, Goku uses his new speed and flies above Nappa and hits him with I don't know what you call this. They do it a lot in the show. There's a name for it.
What was it and what it looked like?
Like he puts his hands together into like a ball and hits him. They call it something. I don't know if that, I mean, not in the show, in like real life, they call it something. I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, I can't think of it. I'd have to see it.
Yeah, oh well. And this is where Goku says that this is for Piccolo.
Yeah, and it's TN in the subs.
Didn't he say TN in the last episode, at the end of the last episode?
No, he said Chaozu.
That's right.
But in the dub, he said, this is for everybody.
Oh, yeah. Okay, interesting. As Nappa falls towards the ground, he says, "What was that? I didn't even see him get behind me." Before Nappa can hit the ground, Goku intercepts and lands a kick, saying that this one is for Yamcha.
And subs, it's Piccolo. And that's the last shout out we get, so I guess in the dubs they just left out TN. Chaozu gets a shout out, Yamcha, Piccolo, no TN.
Oh, you're right. Well,
And I think it would have been funnier if they left out Yamcha.
well, naturally, of course, but that's weird.
But,
So they left TN out in both of them.
What do you mean, both of them?
Oh, wait, no. Who'd they leave out in the sub?
No, they didn't leave out anybody in the sub. Because in the last episode, it was Chaozu. And then the first hit where Goku says nothing in the dubs, he actually says Yamcha.
Weird.
But yeah, I like how Vegeta, he notices not only is like Goku's obviously like really strong and powerful, like more than they expected, but just his confidence, which we were talking about last episode too. Like he definitely knows he's like, yeah, like he at this point he knows Nappa's fucked already before it even happens.
Yeah.
Because you can just sense how confident and sure of himself he is.
Mm-hmm.
And even before, even like he gives Nappa that little pep talk to like calm down and whatever, like just relax and don't fight him with anger. But in reality, like he knows that it's just a matter of time before he's gonna have to step in.
Yep. Then where are we? Nappa goes crashing through a rock while Goku does a bunch of flips. Nappa gets back to his feet and he's very angry. And you can tell by all the grunting that he's doing. Nappa says, "I hate you." To which Goku replies, "You hate losing. You're not used to fighting someone stronger than you." Nappa says, "You're not stronger than me, you little runt. Your strength was tested when you were a baby. You're a third-class Saiyan." Racist.
It's more like classist.
Classist. That elite privilege.
Nappa's a 1%er Saiyan.
I guess. Nappa says, "I'm a Saiyan elite, you low-class dog." Should I, like, just throw in a bunch of Nappa Ventura quotes?
Do it.
Let's see. Should I do the real ones or, like, the ones that I rewrote?
Yeah, no, just the rewritten ones.
Oh, God. I don't have many of those.
Just throw some out.
Some of these are so vague, you might not even get them.
I probably won't. Especially if there's like more Jesse Ventura.
I keep wanting to do him as Jesse Ventura, but I'm supposed to be as Nappa.
I don't think our fans will know the difference between the two impressions. I know my Nappa and my Jesse Ventura sound probably exactly the same.
4 Precious Canarios could take out a nuclear submarine.
that was just straight Jesse Ventura.
That was true. What do you mean?
There's no Precious Canarios.
I know, but I didn't really read. I didn't rewrite that one. When I was the governor of Planet Vegeta, I owned 100 dogs. Yeah, some of these I didn't rewrite, but there would be. I've gone into hand-to-hand combat with many chimps, armed only with a polar bear femur.
That's a good one.
The Saiyan Tuffle War was started by chimpanzees.
That's a good one.
What was that? What was the name of that big bug that he fought?
I don't know if we actually knew what the name was. We just used the Star Wars name.
The Rancor?
The Rancor, yeah.
Here, I know what the one guy's name was. I remember Gregor. Gregor was the Arlian. Oh, Yeti.
Yeti, yeah, that's right.
I once wrestled the Yeti for 45 minutes in the Philadelphia Spectrum.
Oh, man, this is good.
Should I save some or just get them all out of the way?
No, definitely save some. Okay. We gotta spread these out throughout the rest of the saga.
Oh, the rest of the saga. I don't know if I can do that.
I'll come up with some too.
I'm okay. I'll run out by the end of this episode.
No, let's save them for another episode.
Okay, back to the actual show. Vegeta begins yelling at Nappa. Vegeta says, "Nappa, don't be a fool. Calm down. How do you expect to win when you're so mad you can't even see straight? Use your head. Nappa calms down and declares round 2. Vegeta makes note that Goku's skills are way beyond what they should be. Nappa says, You may have gotten lucky with a couple of fancy moves, but now I'm going to tear you apart. Goku says, I'm ready when you are. It's your move. Vegeta thinks to himself that Nappa is an idiot and that he has no idea what he's up against. He also notes that he'll have to clean up Nappa's mess.
Fact.
Fact. Goku and Nappa square off. Back at Kame House, everyone is still gathered around Baba's crystal ball.
Boo, filler, skip it.
Yeah, this whole part was dumb. I wrote down some stuff. Oolong calls Nappa ugly. Bulma, for some stupid reason, smacks the crystal ball. Dumb bra. Baba calls her a fool. Baba and Bulma argue for a bit. Roshi calms them down. Then they start arguing again. I don't know. This is dumb.
Yeah, at this point, it's just useless filler every time they go back to Kame House. Just to remind you that they're there watching.
Back on the battlefield, Nappa begins powering up. Or he's constipated. I really don't know. Now
Maybe a little of both.
Yeah, but Nappa's now glowing. Nappa tries to attack Goku, but Goku is still too fast. Goku says, This might be tougher than I thought. Nappa says, That was just a taste of my skills. I haven't even begun to show you my full power. Nappa then fires a mouth laser at Goku. And then, I thought Goku was firing a Kamehameha, but I think he was just blocking it.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah, no, it was a Kamehameha.
It was?
Yeah, he says it in the dub. And we get what's his name? Nappa's infamous break cannon.
Is that what his freaking mouth laser's called?
Yep, and it's his greatest technique, according to him. And actually,
are you referencing the fucking game right now?
No.
Oh, because he does it in the game, but I was thinking maybe he says that.
Nah, I mean, they might say it in the game, but in the subs, he says it's his greatest technique.
Ah.
I had to Google what it was called, but...
I mean, might be his most powerful, but I'd have to disagree with him.
But according to him, it was like his trump card. Like, once he did that and it didn't work, like, he was pretty much fucked.
Yeah, well, he's fucked anyway.
And Goku, like, not only is he, like, not surprised that Nappa's attack didn't work, but he's more surprised in the fact that his Kamehameha didn't do any damage. He expected it to do some damage.
Interesting. There's a large explosion, result of the two blasts. Vegeta says, That was fast. How could he possibly stop that? Nappa was right in his face. And again, as the smoke clears, Goku is untouched. Goku says, That was a little too close. Any closer and I'd be history. Nappa says, This can't be happening. Nobody has ever survived that attack. He's got to have some weakness. Goku says, This can't go on forever. I should really try using the Kaioken attack, but I've got to save my strength for the other guy. Suddenly, Vegeta begins to yell at Nappa again. Vegeta says, All right, that's it. Enough. You heard me, Nappa. Come down here. You're finished. Nappa is not happy. Vegeta says, Don't look at me like that. So far, you haven't managed to land a single punch. I think you've embarrassed us enough. This worries Krillin and Gohan. Goku gives Vegeta the people's eyebrow.
Yeah. And then, see, what was I just thinking about? It's like...
Why don't you tell me?
I do kind of agree with Vegeta that Nappa is kind of embarrassing them both right now. That he's just getting his ass whooped by Goku.
I mean, he's embarrassing himself. I'm pretty sure they know, especially, I think they're aware that Vegeta's much stronger than Nappa, and he's probably not just a big dummy.
Yeah, but like, granted, Vegeta's reaction coming up is a little extreme, but he was kind of right to pull him off the battlefield.
Throw in the towel.
Yeah.
Vegeta again yells at Nappa. He says, "I said it's my turn. Now get down here." Nappa says to Goku, "Well, fun's over. Vegeta's going to enjoy killing you slowly, Kakarot. He's the only one in the universe that could stop me from ending this with you right now. He's stronger and faster than me. I can't wait to watch you fail. It's too bad he won't let me help finish you off." Phrasing, Nappa. Also, I don't know about the whole only one in the universe thing.
Yeah, there's a little guy called Frieza out there somewhere.
Or even the guys under Frieza.
Yeah. Captain Ginyu.
Nappa says... Go ahead.
Do Nappa and Vegeta spar against each other? Or do you think they just don't train at all?
They probably train through, battle.
Yeah, because
conquering planets.
I imagine Vegeta doesn't really, learn about, heavy training until after fighting Goku. You see... Same with, Frieza, how Frieza never really trained.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Vegeta, I guess it shows him training as a kid a little bit. I forget when, but there's definitely some, flashback clips.
Yeah, I think he's,
But it's never, sparring, though.
No, it's usually just, a fight, yeah. Yeah, they probably don't spar. They probably just go around and fight people on planets.
But yeah, I imagine Nappa would have been a lot more prepared for this fight if they actually did some sparring before. But they're just so used to being head and shoulders above everybody else.
Yeah. And, the whole Goku's a third class
monkey.
Yeah.
Monkey dog monkey.
Monkey fish frog. Where were we?
About to see some Kaioken.
Nappa then says, "Now, what can I do for fun?" And then, as he looks over at Gohan and Krillin, he says, "I know." Nappa flies towards Gohan and Krillin. Goku tells them to run away. Actually, he tells Krillin to run. What about Gohan? Should he not run?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Not surprising at all. They just stand there in terror.
Maybe if Krillin runs, it will get Nappa's attention away from Gohan.
Yeah. That's fucked up. He was probably actually thinking that there.
Or knowing Goku was probably trying to save Krillin and just thought, Gohan hasn't died yet. We'll wish him back. Goku flies after Nappa, who begins to open his mouth to prepare another one of those
break cannon
freaking lasers. Suddenly, Goku uses the Kaioken attack and takes Nappa out. Goku is now holding Nappa above his head with one arm. Goku tosses Nappa, who lands right in front of Vegeta. Nappa says to Vegeta, "I can't move my legs."
Did we already get that little King Kai speech thing?
No.
That's after this?
The one about the Kaioken?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's after this.
Okay.
Goku says to Vegeta, "He won't be fighting anymore. I suggest you take him back to wherever you came from and get him some help." Vegeta thinks to himself that Goku is very confident and wonders how he increased his power and speed the way he did. Krillin asks Goku the same thing. Goku says, "It's the Kaioken attack. It's like a massive upsurge of energy. Everything is heightened. Power, speed, even hearing and vision improve dramatically. You sort of become a super self, but it can only be attained for a short time, so you have to get the job done quickly." Krillin asks Goku if he can teach him a move like that, Goku says maybe. That means no.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Nobody ever learns Goku's techniques.
He doesn't really have any of his own, but yeah.
I mean, everything he picks up, he doesn't pass it on to anybody. Besides, like...
Kamehameha.
Really? Well, he didn't really... I mean...
He taught Gohan.
I guess kinda. That's probably the only exception. But like nobody ever learns instant transmission. Nobody learns Spirit Bomb. Nobody learns Kaioken.
Well, that we know of.
What do you mean?
I mean, they all did train with King Kai. We don't know what they taught them.
They learn how to fucking
Catch
play
a monkey.
touch bat with monkeys and
yeah, I don't know.
I don't think anybody else can really like handle Kaioken. Like at least as far as like humans and like Piccolo, I don't think they could handle it.
Piccolo could probably do it as like a lower level, like a times 10 maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, Piccolo's
King Kai can't even do it.
Piccolo became stronger than Goku is here when he's doing the Kaioken.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know, it's different. I don't think it's all like strength dependent.
Well,
it's more like technique.
Well, sure, but
I don't know. Piccolo is pretty good at the fusion dance. Maybe he can.
Yeah. And I'm sure the Saiyans could probably do it.
Oh yeah, definitely. But nobody else ends up doing it ever.
Well, of course not.
You shouldn't. I mean, if King Kai can't even do it, they should just change the name.
Well, I mean,
I guess Goku can. I guess he invented it.
Did he invent it, or is it just like he invented it, right?
He invented it, King Kai, but he was never able to master it.
Okay, well, then I'd say he has the right to name it.
Yeah.
Where were we? Krillin asks if Goku can teach him. Goku says no. Vegeta says, as usual, I have to do everything myself. Krillin then asks Goku why he didn't just use the Kaioken to begin with. Goku says that Kaioken runs the risk of destroying his body, but it didn't, so LOL. Oh well.
YOLO.
YOLO. And here, we then get a flashback of King Kai explaining everything to Goku that Goku just explained.
So yeah, the only significant thing I saw in the subs here is that King Kai tells him to limit himself to 2 times power. So I guess you kind of have
times 2?
Yeah, which we know he ends up going times 10. I think even like gets up to like times 15, times 20 in some episodes.
At some point, is it in Super where he's going like times 100? Or is that...
Nah, I think he goes times... maybe he does.
At some point, he does do like Kaioken times 100.
Yeah.
I think it might, maybe it might be on Namek.
I don't know if he goes now. I don't think he goes any higher than 20 in Dragon Ball Z. But Super, I think he did go higher.
Yeah, he keeps pushing it.
But yeah, so King Kai right now, he's telling him his limits too with his strength and abilities.
Yeah.
Anything more and he'll suicide.
Yeah, so, yeah, in other words, Kaioken will kill Goku. Even though it never does. So maybe King Kai's just making shit up again.
Maybe it kills him in Super. Maybe that's what we're looking forward to in March.
What? Goku uses Kaioken in the tournament and just dies?
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Whoops. Oh, it wouldn't really matter. As long as time runs out.
None of this matters.
It doesn't matter. None of this matters. You know what I'm saying, Fry Man? Yeah, why are we talking about Super? That's not till like 2024.
We're just talking about Kaioken. Yeah, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, but all right. Vegeta tosses Nappa.
Nappa asks Vegeta to hold his hand. Vegeta grabs Nappa's hand. Nappa says, thank you. Vegeta says, "Sure, it's the least I can do, Nappa." Then, out of nowhere, in a traitorous act of evil, Vegeta tosses Nappa up into the air and says, "Maybe you won't be such a disappointment when you're dead."
I was super disappointed by this. His last words to Nappa were just so cheesy and they didn't make sense.
Did he say anything in the subs?
It was not. It was a little better, not much. He says, "I have no use for Saiyans who can't walk," or something like that, or who can't move.
Yikes.
But yeah, Vegeta is pretty ruthless. Like, he didn't even like bat an eye. Like, he's even like kind of like giggling after.
Oh, we'll get to that.
And like everybody else's jaws are just like on the floor. Like, what the fuck? He just killed his own guy.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I mean, Vegeta had to make an example. You know, put his limp horse out of misery.
That's some. What do they call it? Warfare.
Psychological warfare.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mind games.
Even Goku, he's like, "All right, kids, time to go home."
Yeah.
That's not Snowflake.
Vegeta powers up and fires a massive energy blast at Nappa. Nappa screams and begs for mercy as Vegeta licks his lips. This was awkward.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Is this like a Saiyan thing? Like, this is like the 4th or 5th time so far in the series where they've killed somebody and licked their lips.
I mean, Goku doesn't do it.
It was always Nappa before, but now Vegeta does it. Maybe it's just kind of like taunting Nappa because he'd always do it, and now he's killing Nappa and doing it himself.
That could be.
Because yeah, Nappa licks his lips when he beats the Yeti, and then when he like killed all those people on like the Navy ships, I think.
Yeah.
Or when he blew up the city, I forget, licking his lips.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it's weird.
That would be funny if they read it like that on purpose, like Vegeta kind of mocking Nappa and his death.
Could be.
And Nappa's face in this scene is
I wrote that
insane.
down. Nappa then... Yeah, I don't know what he was doing here. His eyes bulged out of his head and it looked like he was imploding.
Yeah.
It was really fucking ridiculous.
It was like his body just like pressurizing and just his eyes popping out of his head.
I wish we could have seen that.
I want like a figure of that.
Oh, that'd be fucking great.
Like have that and like a Yamcha one. Dead Yamcha and imploding Nappa.
That would be a great figure.
Maybe we can get Suicide Chaozu figure too.
What, you just open the pack and it's just a bunch of
it's just
dust?
Like confetti. It just dust like.
And a hat, because his hat's still there.
Yeah.
You can make that yourself.
Sell it on our web store, dude.
Good idea, brother. Call that marketing, dude. Yeah, just like that, Nappa is no more. Rip Nappa.
R.I.P.
Vegeta looks around, and he can't seem to find the others. Goku managed to grab Gohan and Krillin and take them to safety in the air. Just kind of didn't make sense to me because the explosions was in the air, so wouldn't it have made more sense to stay on the ground like Vegeta did?
Yeah, it doesn't. I think he was just trying to get as far away as possible. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I guess flying's faster than running.
Well, we learned that on Snake Way, dude.
Yeah.
Krillin says, "I can't believe it. He completely obliterated his own teammate." Even Goku is taken back by what he has just witnessed. Goku tells Krillin and Gohan that it's time for them to head back to Master Roshi's. Gohan objects to this, but Krillin explains that they would just be in the way and they need to leave.
Yeah, Goku mentions right here that Vegeta's strength is even greater than he thought.
Interesting. Goku says he would be much better off if he fought alone. Krillin tells Goku not to grab Vegeta's tail because they already tried that. Krillin explains that Piccolo grabbed Nappa's tail and got hammered for it. Krillin then takes a moment to remember his fallen comrades. He says that they all fought their best, but in the end they just didn't have what it took.
Alright, so here's our subs versus dub, which we need to eventually make some sort of drop for.
Oh,
A
yeah.
little bit of
We could do that.
music or clip eventually. But anyways, so this whole part about Krillin talking about Nappa's tail and like remembering the fallen comrades, none of that's in the sub. It's completely different.
Oh?
So actually what Krillin says is, can you fight somewhere else? It would be wrong to mess up everybody's bodies in case they come back to life. To which Goku replies, with Piccolo dead, Kami is dead too. The Dragon Balls have disappeared forever. I hate to say it, but nobody is coming back to life ever again. And then Gohan says, I know that, but Krillin, don't you think? And then Krillin says, I'll go into more details later. That is if you're able to beat him, Goku.
Ah.
So they're
Namek.
already like hinting at, Namek. So Krillin's already plotting this in his head. And Goku has no idea, but I guess they're like, just focus on Vegeta. We'll tell you about it later.
I kind of like that, how Goku's just like, they're gone, dude.
Yeah.
Because normally he doesn't give a fuck about people dying. He's just like, we got Dragon Balls, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Well, now that he's experienced death too, he's not. But yeah, it's kind of cool. It makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Especially at the end of the episode when Goku just tells Vegeta, hey, let's move somewhere else for no reason.
Yeah.
Well, now we know.
Because I wrote down stuff about that, but so they took something from the sub and used it in the dub, but didn't explain it in the dub.
Exactly. And that kind of answers some of the questions we were talking about too, about why are the bodies like still there? Why haven't they gone to Otherworld? Well, I guess they wait for Vegeta and Goku to switch the battlefield up.
Wait, what?
To like get the body, like we were talking about, like why are the bodies like still hanging around? They're not like in Otherworld yet with Kami.
Oh, so
I think they wait for Vegeta and Goku to go, and then they gather up the bodies and put them somewhere until Kami can transport them.
Kami's dead, dude.
Kami's dead, but I mean he can do all that shit from Otherworld.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure he's the one that teleports their bodies.
Right, he can go to the lookout station. I don't think he can go from being dead to being alive back to Earth.
No, he teleports he doesn't have to go to Earth to teleport their bodies. He probably just tells King Yama.
Baba could probably do it. She can do that shit. She does like the same thing.
For a price.
Oh, well, of course.
Fucking whore.
Hey, she don't have a lookout and a slave popo to serve her. That'd be funny if she took Kami's place when he died.
That was that picture you posted on Twitter. At like it was like some wrestling match or something, and someone had a popo sign.
Oh yeah.
What did it say? Did it say like
why,
the Kami?
Kami, why?
Why, Kami? Why?
Yeah.
Oh, we should have had some signs for the Ryzen event. Could have got him on TV, dude.
Nobody had signs though. I would have felt so out of place.
Yeah, it would have been worth it though. Be the only people with signs.
Yeah, it'd be worth it.
Then they'd really stand out.
Yeah, it would. Goku says that it's up to him to finish it. Goku says that it's time and tells them not to worry about him. Vegeta says, you can waste all the time you want with your goodbyes, but you're simply postponing the inevitable. Goku says, it's too bad. It seems he's totally determined to end things this way. He sure would make a good sparring partner. That foreshadowing.
Yeah, and Did he already say like bye to Krillin and Goku or Gohan?
Not yet.
Okay.
Krillin decides to. Krillin says, "Hey Goku, you're my friend. We grew up together. Just make sure that we both grow old together too." Krillin and Goku shake hands. Goku says he couldn't have wished for a better best friend. Oh, has he tried?
See, like, it's kind of annoying. Like, Funimation, like, insists on, like, making all the characters, like, super sentimental and mushy. Like, really what Krillin says is, hey, I'm sorry, like, you're the one who's always has to save Earth and do, like, all, like, the heavy lifting. And then Goku just says, right, and they shake hands. There's no thing about, oh, you're the best friend I've ever had. And then crying and weeping.
Well, that's a culture thing.
Yeah, I just like it when the character's a little tougher. I mean, they're in fucking going battle and whatnot. They don't have to be all weepy all the time.
I think Goku should ask Ron for a best friend, see what he does.
It's gonna be a Goku clone from the future. And then he has this goodbye with Gohan too.
Gohan says goodbye to his father. Goku tells Gohan that his mom is probably at Master Roshi's and to give her a big hug for him.
Which also isn't mentioned in the subs.
What's he say?
No mention of Chi-Chi. He just says, when I'm done, we'll go fishing.
Oh, good. In the nude.
With our tails.
Goku flies down. Vegeta says, so Kakarot, you ready to get this over with? Goku says, I know a place better than this. Vegeta says, wherever, just lead the way. And the two Saiyans take off to some new location that's probably just like the one that they're at.
Yeah, this is so this would have been so confusing if we didn't know what he actually said.
Yeah, I was very confused because I was like, I had no idea. Like, what's the point of leaving? You're in the middle of nowhere. Why go to another spot that's in the middle of nowhere? Yeah, I didn't get it, but now I do. So,
we don't want everybody's bodies to be confetti like Chaozu.
The fuck, Funimation? What does it matter if they're turning confetti?
Well, I mean, they eventually get away from that because it comes to a point where people get vaporized and they still get wished back.
Well, clearly, because, I mean, look at Chaozu.
Yeah.
He still goes to Kinkai's and trains. He still comes back.
I think it's just like one of those things they're not sure about because they've only wished back with like Krillin and Goku, and both their bodies were kept intact.
Chaozu died, didn't he? Yeah.
But he never got like vaporized. Oh yeah, he did too, but he wasn't vaporized. Like they actually kept their body like it was in like a casket almost, wasn't it?
I think so. I know Krillin's was.
Yeah, so they kind of kept the bodies, and then the body just came back to life.
Only Krillin and Chaozu died.
No,
Goku. Yeah, I'm thinking of Dragon Ball. But yeah, Goku died.
So it's just it hasn't really. This is the first time where someone actually got like exploded and vaporized. So they eventually learn. Doesn't matter if they have their bodies or not.
Yeah. And the narrator sends us off. With the wrap.
Yeah, it was a good episode, but I'm gonna miss Nappa.
Yeah.
Kind of wish he never attacked Gohan and Krillin. Maybe he could have lived to fight another day.
Yeah.
Do you think Vegeta still would have ended up killing him anyway? I don't think he would have.
What do you mean?
Because like the only reason why he killed him was because he went to attack Gohan and Krillin, and Goku just like hit him to the point where he couldn't even move.
Oh. I mean, yeah, one of them would have killed him, either Vegeta or Goku.
Well, I mean, Vegeta ends up living. Nappa could have ended up living too.
I mean, I feel like Nappa's...
if anything, with Nappa and Vegeta together, maybe they would have beat Goku.
Maybe. But I mean, I kind of think...
Like, if at that point Vegeta tagged Nappa out and started fighting Goku, took down his energy a little bit, and then Nappa tagged in and beat him up some more. I mean, they strategized a little more. Could have ended up very different.
I mean, maybe. It's possible.
No, Nappa had to go and fuck it up. Now you're dead. Hanging out with fucking Gaz and Mez.
I'd like to see that. That'd be funny. We don't ever see those Nappa again. We see a lot of the villains. We see a lot of the villains like in the Boo saga, but I don't think we don't see Nappa.
I think Nappa might show up in some of the movies and specials.
Yeah, he does. But like at the end, we see like when Goku's fighting Boo, like it shows like all the villains in hell. It's like Frieza, Cell, Ginyu Force, Babidi, and some others, but I don't think Nappa's there.
Nappa must have went to heaven, dude.
That's very likely. Hanging out with fucking Deborah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Deborah went to heaven, didn't he?
Yeah, because
made no fucking sense.
Yeah, well, because he's a demon king, so his punishment would be sending him to hell. Would just be.
Yeah, but he enjoyed heaven. It wasn't like Frieza.
Well, that's because he changed.
Yeah. For Frieza didn't change at all.
He announced that he's poly and bi.
And non-binary.
Yeah, non-binary.
Sweet. Any other final thoughts?
It's sad. Nappa's gone. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, we can still talk about Nappa though for the rest of the saga, like he's here.
just insert him in episodes even when he's not there.
What would Nappa do in this situation?
Yeah, I'll just throw stuff, and then Nappa says,
let's for the rest of the saga, just pretend like he didn't die.
He's just sitting on the sidelines watching the fight.
Yeah, Nappa's there in spirit.
That's a good idea. It's a good gimmick,
Sweet.
brother. All right, let's wrap this up. Follow us on Twitter at DBDpod, Facebook, same name. Like, rate, review, download, subscribe, and as always,
tune in next time for another exciting episode of the Dragon Balls Deep Podcast.